Victory Monday, a very unexpected Victory Monday considering how it started. Our biggest comeback since 2018, coming back from 17-0 down against the Dolphins. And I know people are going to say it's the Dolphins and they didn't have Tyreek Hill. It's the hand we dealt ourselves and somehow we came out of it. And I know people are still saying Bryce Young this, Bryce Young that. Well, he made some amazing throws and you got to give him credit for that in the biggest of moments, especially that first 4th and 5, getting out of the potential sack. Obviously, you can't take a sack there, but the movement in the pocket and the trust with him and T-Mac, another fantastic throw. And obviously, if we don't make that play, it's probably a 31-0 or 31-14 game, and nothing comes of that. And I really appreciated how the defense rose to the occasion after the rough start. Obviously, Bryce Young and the offense put the team in bad spots again. So hopefully we can get those turnovers out of our system and play cleaner games. And Bryce Young's got to be stronger with the ball because sacks are going to happen. And he can't just drop it. And that pick to XL, that play wasn't even there. And late over the middle is disastrous. Everybody knows that. But the attention to detail, especially in the run game, holding Miami to 19 yards with Achane, with the creativity, with the movement and eye candy in the backfield, that's fantastic. And I've been very critical of Christian Roseboom, but reading today that they flipped Wallace and Roseboom felt like he was all over the place and trusted his eyes a lot more than he had been. And Waddle went off for 10 catches, over 100 and a touchdown, but the defense really put the straps on, giving our team a chance to come back, which getting in a 17-point hole and just finding a way to stop them on their last 6 third downs was incredible. We still got to figure out how to defend the tight ends. Darren Waller had himself a day, but there's a lot to like about that. And Corey Thornton coming in and defending Waddle on one of those critical third downs was fantastic for the undrafted rookie. That was amazing. Rico Dowdle, totally breakout game. Thank you. Fantasy purposes as well. He's the only reason I am currently winning right now. I don't know if it'll stand because I'm playing against Brian Thomas and Hollywood Brown, and I have Travis Kelce left, so we will see how that goes. But man, I believe we should have been playing Cade Mays to start the season. I know Austin Colbert has the experience card, but I feel like we're starting to find our footing and find the personnel groupings that are working. And Brady Christensen, the all Swiss Army knife O-lineman, and Cade Mays on that, I believe it was the 45-yard run. Cade Mays literally made the Red Seas part for Rico Dowdle. And obviously the 52-yard run to start the second half was huge. There was a little bit still some wacky clock management and Bryce trying to call a timeout when he didn't have one and then almost didn't get that snap. So there's still some wonky stuff, but you got to commend Bryce Young, XL, for that first catch on the 2nd and 11 to get us on the board. And I feel like that Bryce Tremaine, Mitchell Evans, those guys give us a different dynamic. Tommy Trimble's still there. So using the package, the 3-pack, 4-pack of tight ends could be a different dynamic. Plus, you've got Jalen Coker coming back as well. Chuba Hubbard, obviously, rest, still coming back from his calf injury. I think Rico Dowdle gives you some more dynamics. Chuba Hubbard's more of the bruiser, but he can do both. But you can see the fruits of what the possibilities if we just clean up the turnovers, and because our defense, especially our run defense, 2 weeks pretty much shutting down Bijan Robinson and shutting down a Miami run offense is pretty fantastic the way we did it. You know it's in there, and we got 4 sacks yesterday, quadrupling our total, I believe. So you're seeing it. Nick Sorton is creating havoc in the backfield, allowing guys like Derek Brown, Pat Jones, and those guys to get through finally. I mean, Tua still had a lot more time than you'd like to see, but we're starting to see flashes of what this young defense could be, and that gives me the warm and fuzzies. Also, Xavier Legette having that big 24-yard catch on the game-winning drive. And for all Bryce's struggles and annoyingness, because there is a lot of that, he does have a lot of game-winning drives. I think he's up to 8 or 9. I could be wrong on that, but it feels like when we win, it's a game-winning drive, and Bryce Young makes some really, really smart, decisive moves. And I really appreciated the Jimmy Horn. Where's Jimmy Horn been? Why haven't we given him a shot? That speed is game-breaking, and obviously I know he only got a shot because of the unfortunate David Moore injury, but the speed and different skill sets, I think we're finally seeing it a little bit more in the offense, and I really appreciate that. And it's fun to see, and obviously you don't want to get yourself down in a 17-point hole against anyone, but to be able to come back from that has got to help the confidence muscle for everyone, and maybe we'll start to see it blossom. And like I said, you get rid of the mistakes, you get rid of the turnovers, and digging yourself such a big hole. This could really be something. Obviously, Dallas's defense has struggled, so we'll see if that continues next week. But Dak has been amazing, so we will see how that flips. But there is so much to be happy about in that game. Plus the fan dynamic. There were a lot of Dolphins fans there yesterday, but the Rico chant was amazing, and the atmosphere was amazing, and we really do care, and we get exciting games. It hits differently, and I think the Panthers are finally taking steps forward. Hopefully, we can build on this win instead of having another crash and burn like we did against the Patriots, who the Patriots look a little bit more real after what they did against Buffalo last night. So there's a lot to like and a lot to be excited about. And wins are fun. Victory Mondays are fun. Comeback Victory Mondays hit a little bit differently and are extra fun. So as always, keep pounding. Go Panthers. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Helps out a lot. Thanks, guys.